Welcome to East Texas. It is time to go fishing. We're going to do a little Google Maps exploring today, one of my fave things to do. Only issue I've run into is a lot of the areas that I frequent, I have found almost every pond there is in those areas and fished them. I'm sure there's some hiding and I will find them eventually, but I am in an area that I work in and I'm done with my work for the day, so jumped on the old Google Maps and found some spots actually that I marked on here a while back. It looks like some farm ponds. There's probably like 4 of them or something like that that have been developed into housing tracts, of course. But the satellite view shows just the pads for the homes on there. It doesn't show the houses. So I think it hasn't been updated in quite a while. I am assuming when I get there, I'm probably going to see neighborhoods that are thriving and that have been built out already. So it'll be interesting to find the ponds and how they fit into the neighborhoods that have been built there, unless it's still empty and they haven't built anything. But I don't think that's going to be the case because this is definitely a fast-growing area. So come along. This is one of my faves. Like I said, if you don't do any Google Maps exploring and you live in an area where there's a lot of ponds and things, you're missing out. It's much more fun to find a pond, find bass, and catch some fish without having to rely on somebody else to tell you where to go and fish. I see plenty of Facebook groups that I'm in where people just constantly hound you and go, hey, where's a good spot? I see you caught fish, and they just want to have spots given to them for free without doing any legwork. And I constantly tell people it's not that hard to get out, find water on the map, and go put a line in it and see if there's bass in it. That is what we're going to do today. We're going to head out, take a look at these ponds. If it turns out that they're garbage and there's nothing to fish there, I got a couple other ponds around here that I do know in the area, so that is plan B. We could end up at a pond that I have already fished. So let's head out, let's go check out these ponds, let's go fishing.
Set the hook.
Fish on, fish on.
Bass love wood. Oh my gosh. Bass love rock.
Nice. Whoa! Give me that rebound. Holy cow, you guys.
Fishing. Fishing. Fishing.
Fishing. Fishing.
Alright, this should be interesting. These ponds look super juicy. They haven't built anything over here, but the problem is everything's overgrown. So I'm going to have to get out here and walk and see if these are even accessible, because I do not want to get bit by a snake, and I do not want to get covered in ants and chiggers and bit up. So I'm going to walk, just take a look and see if I can even get down to the water. Here's what I'm looking at right now. Man, look at that grass. It is so long. I don't want to be down in that. But there was a spot in the corner where I could easily get to the edge and fish. Or I feel like I might want to fish this. The water itself is what doesn't look crazy great. There's no like scum mats. There's no, I don't see any like logs, rocks in the water. I don't see any like vegetation, but who knows? Like see here, I could get in there and fish right there. So it looks like this is fishable. Let's see if there's anything here to be caught. I mean, who knows how long this water's been here. I don't know if this is a pond that was recently built or if this is some farm ponds that have been here forever and they're getting ready to build around them. I don't know. This is very interesting. We're here on the water's edge. So far, just not feeling it. It doesn't feel fishy, but that doesn't mean there's not fish here. There's not a ton of vegetation. There's a little bit in there, but it gave me the idea to throw around the old jerk bait because I don't see a lot of grass, so we might be able to cover some water pretty quickly. I'm going to throw it, since my moving rods are down, I'm actually going to throw it on a spinning rod, which is always interesting. Things I look for when I come to a new pond, which I always try to look down on the ground, see signs of fishing. I look for signs of fish, which is keeping my eyes on the water. I already see a little minnow swimming right here. Could be like a fry from bass or from bluegill, so that's a good sign. Other signs are looking for bobbers, line, old lures, stuff laying around, worm containers, things like that, so I know that people have been fishing here. which lets me know that there's probably a good chance there's fish if people are fishing. Have not seen signs of fishing. Haven't seen anything of like lines or lures laying around. So far I've seen signs of fish, which is one little minnow. So that's what we're going on right now. But let's start out with the jerk bait. Okay, that time, oh, just caught a stick. I was excited. I actually thought I might have caught grass. I don't like a pond to have no vegetation. That makes me feel like there's no fish in there. Fish like vegetation. I like a healthy pond with some grass and stuff growing. Oh, I just saw something pop over there. I have yet to catch a fish on this lipless, but I am convinced it's going to work. It's a little Yozuri one. We're gonna move on. I'm not gonna throw the buzzbait here. I'm not feeling the vibe right now. I almost forgot to throw the drop shot. I should throw that really quick at least. Just even if it's like 4 casts, something like that, just throw it around. Which is funny, I have it rigged weedless, and I don't think I really need it weedless. I could use the traditional drop shot hook right now, for sure. But this is already tied on, so this is what I'm using. I think I'm getting bit. A very light bite. Hold on. Yeah, I'm getting tapped. I don't know if it's bluegill or if it's bass. I'm getting tapped. Something tapped at it twice. Feels like it might be bluegill. Small fish. But that's good. Signs of life. If there's bluegill, there's usually bass. Interesting. All right, starting to piece this little puzzle together. There are fish in here. Now it's a matter of, are there bass in here? Answered one question, there are fish. Answer the next question, are there bass? Just throw it over here. There's a little bit of muck over here. It's a little bit shallower, but could be a spot where there's like some of those minnows, bait fish stuff trying to hide over here, and maybe there's bass wanting to zip in there and hit them. Oh, there's a bite. Yeah, but they're not picking it up and taking it. So this might be small fish. I need to go online and order some of this stink stick. I am running low. I'm like scraping it out of this thing right now. But the good news is I keep it in my back pocket for a reason. I keep it in my back pocket because my body heat then melts the stink stick, and then it's easy to spread on there. I know. Butt cheek heat does the work. Hey, it works. Especially in the wintertime when it's really cold. That stuff will harden up. You can't even get it to spread out on a soft plastic. So put it in your back pocket, get a little body heat going. It'll loosen it up a little bit. You can use it a lot easier. All right, now I'm kind of dragging through that same spot where I got a couple little bites, and now I got nothing. So, oh, there's something. Something bit it. But they're not holding on to it. They just boop, boop, boop. And then they take off. Oh wait, they still have it. Yep, I got something. I got something. Yep, it's a bass. Ladies and gentlemen, there's bass. Woohoo! Oh, we're gonna have to do surgery. I let him eat that way too long because I thought it was a small fish pecking at it. So this is probably gonna be down this fish's throat. Let's see. Well, that's not too bad. I might be able to. Well. Uh-oh. Yep, we're gonna have to go. Look at that little pale fatso. All right, we're gonna go through that back gill. Close them, hold them closed, put it through. Once you get in here, get hold of the hook, twist your hand. Oh, it came out. Hold on. There you go. Get hold of it, twist your hand. Twist your hand. There it goes. Popped out. Now I gotta get it out of here. Woohoo! Look at that. There's bass in that little pond. Actually, it's not a little pond. This thing's huge. There you go. Google map searching. We didn't break any records today, but we found a bass. I appreciate you, little one. Go back in there and grow up. Oh, you did a flip. Thank you, Jesus. All right, y'all. That's how you break down a pond you've never been to. Basically, just fish. Thing is, you can't stand in one spot at a new pond and just throw the same thing over and over again. That will not get the job done. I was actually just about to move on, but that little booger picked it up, which means I'm going to hang out here a little bit longer right in this area and throw around. I haven't thrown the drop shot over here on this side to my left. Let's see if we can get any over here. Well, now I caught a fish here. I'm going to have to come up with a name for this pond. That's the way it works. Once I catch a fish, I name it. Boy, oh boy, I don't know what to call it. I think I might call it the jungle, because it's like a jungle out here. I'm sure like 5 years from now, it's not going to look like this. It's going to be a park. It's going to have houses. There is a housing track right behind me across the street that's brand new. Oh, there's a bite. Oh, no, just like the other one. Just pecked at it and left it. I'll throw over this way because there is some dragonflies over there. And I always like throwing around dragonflies for bass in the summertime. I don't know if I should keep fishing right here or if I should just move on to another spot, see if I can find some more. Definitely want to see if there's some bigger ones. We want to try and upsize. First things first, we want to catch numbers. We want to make sure we're catching them consistently. Find out if this drop shot is a pattern. It kind of matched that little minnow swimming around, so that's what I'm sure that fish thought it was. He thought it was a little minnow, so he was like, yep, I eat those. Oh, there, I got hit right now. Got hit. It's still on there. It's got it. It's got it. Yep, there's another one. A little bit bigger. And an acrobat too. Oh, this one's all over the place. There we go. Oh yeah, that one's a little bit bigger. Oh, it's bleeding. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, it's in its gullet. Here we go. Same thing as before. In through there. Cool. Sorry, buddy. Let's get you back in there. Thank you, Jesus. All right, so this is the Zoom finesse worm we're using right now. I think this one's Green Pumpkin Magic, if my memory serves me correctly, this color. Got it on this little EWG hook. Weedless. It's kind of messed up, but we caught 2 fish on it and it's still going. So let's see how many fish we can catch on. I've already caught fish on this one, and so I'm probably, even though there's 2 here, I've probably already caught at least 1 or 2 more on it at another pond. I'm going to kind of put this back in a similar spot to where that one just bit. We're upsizing. That's 2. That's 2. I'm going to need to set the hook faster on these things so they're not getting it down in their gullet and bleeding. Well, this starts off good. Got 2 already. So let's see if we can keep this pace up and see if we can keep catching fish. We might just be fishing the drop shot the whole time. Good news is I know I've got at least 3 or 4 more of these Zoom finesse worms in my little fanny pack here, my little snack pack, so should be okay. If they start destroying this thing and ripping it apart, I have more to go with. Now that big black blotch out there that I said is like a pile of something, I'm wondering if there's any fish just hanging around that. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but I can see that there's something in the water right there. So I don't know if it's a pile of tires, a pile of roofing shingles, if it's a pile of rocks. I don't know if it's a branch. It looks too broad and wide to be a branch. It looks like a pile of something down there. Yep, there's one that just bit it right by it. Yep, they're over there by that pile. Because the first one I caught, oh, he stole it. He straight jacked me. Stole my worm. All right. Kudos to you, my friend. Same thing I've said before about the drop shot. We might catch 15 small to mid-sized fish on the drop shot. Don't get frustrated, just keep throwing it, because eventually, bada bing, bada boom, the 2 to 3 to 4 and sometimes even bigger 5 or 6 pounder will grab the drop shot, and then it is on like Donkey Kong. That just happened to me at the tournament. I mean, it wasn't a huge one, but I was catching like dink after dink on the drop shot. And then finally I got a good one. It was a decent sized one, came out of nowhere and hit it. So always stick with it. Don't abandon the drop shot or the weightless worm or the Ned rig when you're catching a lot of dinks, because sometimes it'll turn around in the blink of an eye. I'm gonna throw right back over here, kind of a little bit behind this black blob in the water, whatever it is, because I think there are fish hanging around whatever it is. That is not the first hit I've had from right there by it. Yep, there's another hit. There's one right there on it. Oh, that's a good fish. He broke it off. I got broke off. That was a good fish. That was a really good fish. Here's the dilemma. I might have to go to the van. The one thing I did not pack was I did not pack more drop shot stuff. I don't think I have a weight. I have hooks, but I don't think I have weights. Oh, that was a good fish. That was a good fish. Darn it. Would you look at that? I thought ahead of my little box inside my fanny pack. There's actually another one in there too. There's multiple drop shot weights in there. The only thing I don't think I have is a regular drop shot hook, which I would love to tie on right now, but we'll just put another one of those EWG hooks on there. And I'm going to need to loosen this drag a little bit so that if I catch another one of those, that was probably like a 2-pound fish. I mean, it wasn't a giant, but it was definitely a nice fish. It had some tug. It was tugging pretty hard. I saw it come out of the water. It looked like it was probably about 2 pounds. It was strong enough. It was big, just big enough and strong enough to break off some 12-pound test. But like I said, I have been using this line and hook and setup for a little bit, so that's my fault. I should have retied it, which we're doing now. So I'm going to take probably about, I don't know, 10 feet off of that just to get rid of any frayed stuff, and then we're going to retie it. So I'm going to put on one of these little caterpillars. I can't leave well enough alone, you know. They're biting the finesse worm. What do? I switch to something else. But I want to switch to something that's a little bit fatter. Beef up the presentation a little bit, just out of curiosity. Just put it out here. And I'm going to try getting it on the other side of that black blob over there. Last time I used the caterpillar as a wacky worm, they liked it on the wiggle. I would drop it and it would just sit there and they'd kind of think about it, and then as soon as I would wiggle it, because I was fishing at clear water, I saw a lot of the bass, I would wiggle it and then they would just dart and just pick it up and get it. So be interesting this time, see if they hit it, and if they do, how do they hit it? Do they like it sitting still, or are they going to take it on the wiggle? All right, we're gonna get a few more casts in with this caterpillar, and then we're gonna go right back onto that finesse worm. Oh, there's something. Somebody's hitting it. It's getting munched. Oh, he let go of it. Something hit it, destroyed it. But I kind of stopped because it felt like it got spit out. It didn't feel like they kept it. As soon as it dropped in the water, they pow, 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 they just started smoking it, and then it just stopped. All right, now I gotta go still try and get over in that spot where I got bit. See if there's anybody over there. See if that fish is still there. There we go. That's still not the spot. It's short a couple feet. Oh, I got hit though. Somebody's hitting it. I set it too fast. See, now I don't know if I need to let him eat or if I need to set it right away. But I tried to set it too quick that time. All right, let's put it back over there again. It was a good hit. That's why I went ahead and set it fast. It felt like he got the whole thing. Just, yeah, he definitely put that whole thing in his mouth. How I missed him, I don't know. Okay, now they're starting to hit the caterpillar. Now the caterpillar's starting to get it. Now we just got to catch one with it. Then it will have proven itself to be versatile because I've caught fish as a wacky worm, and if I get one now, I can get them as a drop shot too. So let's go. I got hit. He's on it. Got that one. Oh no. He's running at me. Do I still have him? Yeah. Wow, he was going so fast. Oh! I had to loosen my drag a little bit. I didn't want to lose this one. Here we go. Caterpillar. Got another one. Looks just like that last one. Alrighty. Number 3. Number 3. Yes. They seem to be getting fatter. That is another probably 12 to 12 and a half inch one right there, but definitely a fun fight. These ones are strong because, I mean, look at how fat they are. Thank you, Jesus. But that is fish number 3 in the place to be on the caterpillar with it as a drop shot. So that just proves something else with the caterpillar. It can be used on a drop shot. That was cool. 10 to 15 feet off the bank, I'm finding fish. But I can't figure out, you know, are they in deep water? Are they just in transition from shallow to deep? Are they in shallow water? I think they're in transition and they're darting up here to find minnows that roam too far away from the bank is what's going on. That is a very typical feeding pattern of bass, that they will hang in not deep water but not shallow water, kind of that mid, and they'll stare at the bank line looking for bait to dart up and get that's close to the shallow, that's in the shallows. Well, I wanted to try some more water, but right now we're catching fish here, so I'm not going to leave fish to find fish. If they're still biting right here in this corner, then I'm going to keep throwing it right here. I do not think this pond is pressured at all because there's so much grass grown up, you know, so it's very snaky, buggy. Oh, there's one. Got another one. Woo-wee, they are little acrobats here. What is going on? He's probably tossed off my weight. Nope, it's still there. All right, man, they're all the same size. That's the weird thing. We need to find some bigger ones. Number 4. Thank you, Jesus. I'm making a quick run back up to the van. I do want to grab some more drop shot stuff and get my hands on this rod right here that has the shaky head on it. So I'm going to pull that up out of here. It's got the shaky head tied on right there. I'm going to grab some regular drop shot hooks, some little ones, because I'm really not convinced that I have to be weedless right now for this drop shot to work. So we'll throw a couple of those in there. Throw maybe a couple more of those weedless ones. Put a couple more of those finesse worms in there. I have a whole bag of the caterpillars in my snack pack. So there's 2 weights, 3 more. There's 5. There's 5 drop shot weights. That should be enough. And I think I've got some more speed worms in here. Yeah, I do. So in case they start hitting speed worms, we can do that. We've also got some 6th Sense ones that we can use for that. So we got plenty. I'm just gonna roll right up here. I got the shaky head in my hand. Will they eat off the bottom? This is right into a hot spot right over here where I was getting bites. Oh yeah, instantly it got bit. Yeah, it's getting hit. Oh, he dropped it. He dropped it, but it got hit as soon as it went in the water. It fell down and pop, 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 started popping that thing. Which means they'll get it on the fall, but now the question is, will they pick it up off the bottom? Here we go, back in that same spot. It's getting hit right now. Oh my gosh. I guess I'm gonna have to let him eat this thing. I decided to walk much further than I said I was going to. I was just gonna go to this corner. We were fishing way over there in that corner, but I followed the sidewalk all the way around. They have the sidewalk built for this to be a park, obviously, for the housing track when it's done. And then they'll probably have no fishing signs here. And you can come around here and look, I can fish all right here, but look, the sidewalk goes down the middle right here, and it's the same pond. It's just like U-shaped, and it goes right here. All right, so I'm gonna show you all how I tie my drop shot. There's more than one way to skin a cat. So there's obviously gonna be people that watch this and be like, oh, you're doing it all wrong, blah, blah, blah. There's a better way. And I'm sure there's better ways. This is what works for me. I've been using this forever. I've caught hundreds and hundreds of bass this way. So I'm going to the regular drop shot hook. So we're going to feed that through the hole just like normal. But here's the thing. Normally we just keep a small tag in when you tie your line. You're going to pull out, oh, probably like 20 inches or so. So pull like a bunch out of there. Like that. Then you're going to go up like that. Put the two pieces of line right next to each other. Now I use a good old-fashioned cinch knot for this. So you're going to spin it. I don't do too many times. I just spin it maybe 6, 7, 8 times. Now you're gonna have to lube this. You're gonna have to put it in your mouth and spit all over it. I apologize if that grosses you out, but right here by the hook there is an open loop. You're gonna feed the end through that loop, and then plain and simply you're gonna pull this end up. You're still gonna have the tag end going through that loop. You're gonna pull that loop straight through, pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it. When it starts to, right when it starts to get pretty tight, stop pulling. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna keep hold of this up here, but now you're gonna grab hold of the hook and you're just gonna pull the hook and boom, it tightens up. It's a cinch, it cinches. Now, the tag end is coming forward this way. What you wanna do is take it, see which way the hook is here, over the point, through the hole, out the back, just like that. Whoop. Now the hook is going the right direction as a drop shot. It's facing that way. I got me a drop shot weight on here. If you're unfamiliar with these, they come in different types. I use these cylinder ones. I love them. See that weird funky shape right there? You're going to click the line up into there. So what you're going to do is you're going to feed it through the hole. Don't tie this. Don't tie it. What you're going to do is pull it through there. You get hold of the tag end like that and the other end, and you're going to pull it straight up. Don't pull too hard because it'll cut it off. Just pull it up into the top right here and it'll click in there. There it goes. I felt it. It went click. Sometimes you got to make sure it gets up in there. Yeah, I don't think I'm up in there far enough, but I don't want to go too hard because, like I said, it'll cut it off. So just kind of wiggle it a little bit till it gets. Yeah, there it goes. Now it clicked up in there, just like that. There you go. I got about 14 inches of drop shot on there, just like that. If I want it to be shorter, I pull this back down, move the weight up, click it back in, and it can be shorter. And since we started off with the finesse worm, we're going to go back to it. And what I do is a Zoom finesse worm, Green Pumpkin Magic. All we're going to do is we're just going to nose hook it. We're just going to do like that, right through the nose, just like that. That's it. Nothing fancy. That's it. I do have garlic, so let's put a little garlic on it. Get it a little bit stinky. Brand new water over here on this far back corner. Let's see if they'll hit the drop shot out here. I'm throwing about 20-25 foot out and then just working it back in slowly. Just giving it some bumps here and there. That's how you work the drop shot. Just let that weight sit on the bottom. Worms 14 inches up off the bottom above the weight. Holding that tip up high, Then just every once in a while, just give it a little, and then tighten it up, and then just let it sit. And do it again. Just work it towards you slowly. Stop, let it sit. Bump it. Let it sit. I'm gonna throw it down this way. Or should I say up this way, probably. The wind's blowing right at me, which is good, because if there's bait fish right here, then the wind-blown bank is where the bait's gonna be. Oh, I just got bit. He's hitting it. Hitting it. Is he taking it? Got him. That feels small. That feels very small. I might have just caught me a bluegill. I think that's a warmouth is what that is. I know that it's a stinky fish. That's all I know. These things smell. He counts as fish number 5 though. All right, buddy. I don't want you to spine me. There you go. You got it. You're in. Go. Run. Okay. So there's fish down here. So if that's down here, there's got to be bass. So I'm going to throw something different. Gosh. All right, if you're watching this video right now, you take your pick. What would you throw right now with the way this has been going? Would you throw the jerk bait? Or would you throw the lipless? I'm telling you right now, I'm about to make a mistake, because every fiber of my being is telling me to throw the jerk bait. But I think I'm going to throw the lipless. Here I go. All right, lipless away. Here we go. I am a stubborn fool, and I am going to throw this lipless. We're going to have to settle for 4 bass and 1 warmouth. But we now have a new pond to put on my Google Maps. I'm going to call it the jungle. That's what I needed. Need some water, some hydration. I would say today was a success. Back to the van, get ready to head home. So we ended up catching 4 fish, all on the drop shot. Got some bites here and there on the shaky head, but couldn't get any. Nothing bigger than maybe a 12.5 inch, maybe 13-inch fish. So nothing huge. Plenty more water to cover here. I guarantee there's a bunch more fish in this thing. I thought before when I saw it online on Google Maps that this was probably an old farm pond that they're just building around for the housing tract. But looking at the pond now, I don't know. It kind of looks like it was more recently dug out. Like they are building a park for all this and they're doing these ponds here. So if that's the case, then that means they probably have stocked it with bass. But these look like they were dug out a while ago, maybe within the last couple years. On Google Maps, you can look in the normal map feature, and these don't show up on the regular map. But if you click satellite view for Google Maps, you can then see these ponds, which to me says they're newer ponds, and they don't even have them on the map yet. So the odds of catching a probably 5+ pound bass out of here, pretty slim, but who knows? They might have stocked it with some good strain ones that grow quick. They could have stocked it a couple years ago with some that were already pretty big. Who knows? I'm definitely gonna come back here, check it out. This was only one of, I think, like 4 ponds right here. So I'm gonna check out some of the other ones, fish it a little bit more. But I'm glad y'all came along with me. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed a day of Google Map hunting for bass. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Hopefully it inspired some of you to get out there, get on the map, find some ponds, go fish them. If you do and you find them, hey, send me some photos in the comments, or DM me with photos from some places you explored that you caught fish, or comment below that you found some. That'd be cool to hear about. But other than that, goodbye from East Texas. God bless y'all. Thank you for coming by. If you feel I deserve it, subscribe to my channel. Thank y'all. Bye-bye.
Fish on, fish on.
Bass love wood.
Oh my gosh.
Bass love rock.
Nice. Whoa, give me that rebound. Holy cow, you guys.
Fishing. Keep fishing. Keep fishing.
Fishing.